if there was a frequently asked questions portion of my life that someone could just write down at any point, I think one of those frequently asked questions is how did I learn how to draw? It's really weird how common I get that question. And so because a lot of people ask it, why not talk about it? And then maybe I just send them this video in the future and I'm just like, hey, this is why I know how to draw, you know? Anyways, my name is Fuego Dan, or Dan, whatever you want to call me, really. And so this is a new series I'm starting on my YouTube channel where I just talk about random stuff. And yeah, well, let's get into it. So my interest for drawing literally started when I was like probably like 3. Like I was genuinely like an infant. And I was drawing on a little like post-it note with my sister, because my sister always liked art, right? And she's like 7 years older than me, so she was like 9 or something. I think, yeah, she was like 9. And so we're just like drawing on these little post-its, and she told me like draw a cat, and she said like it was like super, like it was super cute and it looked super like fluffy or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh really? I'm like, that's super cool. And that's literally where it all started. It's like super weird how that one specific, like, I don't even know, conversation or just activity is the reason why I got into art in the first place. It was just one of those random pieces of motivation that like just stuck with me for like eternity and just kind of kept me going. Because I was like, you know, my sister always loved drawing and she loved what I made. I can do it too. And it kind of happens with a lot of things in my life too. It's like someone kind of just told me to do it, or kind of like motivated me to do it, and so I just ended up doing it in the future. That's how I got here on YouTube, how I got here playing games and fashion and plushes and stuff like that. All because someone probably said something. So yeah, if that is a story, it actually continues, because when I got into like maybe 4th grade or something, like I was still drawing and stuff like that. I really enjoyed art class. It was fun. I like draw my papers. Like I'd get in trouble for it too. Like I was a big doodler in school, and so like there was this one specific time in 1st grade I was drawing on the test, because like they always had these little pop-up bubbles, and those pop-up bubbles were like how many apples or whatever. It was like a word question inside one of those pop-up bubbles, and I just drew one of that because I'm like halfway through the exam, and then the teacher caught me and then just said, what are you doing drawing on your thing? And then she like outed me for no reason. It was like, it was low-key kind of traumatizing, but like not really. And it's just like something I did, and like I just kept on doing it, but I didn't doodle as much because of that, because I got scared. And so eventually, when I like, let's go down, I think it's like 2 years, so like by the time I'm in like 6th grade, there's this girl that was like coloring or whatever. I think it was like we were doing some like type of like coloring activity. I'm like, and I was asking why she was like coloring so lightly, and I needed to borrow like one of those, like I think it was like a blue color pencil. And then she just like, for some odd reason, decided to get all hostile on me and was like, do you even know how to color? You don't even know how to color properly. And I'm like, excuse me? And I'm not gonna lie, that's what motivated me even more to just like draw and color more, because I'm like, are you serious? Why did I just get like absolutely like, what was that for? Like I just got insulted for no reason, bro. Like I was just asking for a color pencil, and like why the you was like coloring so lightly. Like I asked the question, bro. It ain't that deep. But yeah, so then after that, I just kind of was more determined to just be better, and eventually color better. And So even then, I wouldn't even like practice that much. I actually spend most of my time gaming than actually drawing. But drawing is like riding a bike. You kind of just never forget. So I got into middle school. I participated in art club, and that was an absolute awful experience. I never had a good experience with art club. I'm not gonna lie. It was just super boring, and it was nothing expected. Like nothing I expected it to be like. It was like voluntarily helping the school out in an artistic manner and not like doing what you want and discussing it, which I kind of like hoped it was going to be like, but it just did not end up like that at all. It was just like, yeah, we need a poster for our new musical, get that done. It was like being employed without getting paid, you know what I'm saying? It's like staying overtime and you're not even getting money, because like I think you were there for like another hour, and like if you I think I had art class every other day. If not, it was every day. And plus I was doing that, I think it was once a week. It was just like why? Like I enjoyed art class way more. If it was like an extension of art class, I probably would have been happier. But I was literally just helping out the school, like kind of like it wasn't against my will, but it felt like it. And it's like if you didn't do anything, they got mad at you. I'm like, first of all, I voluntarily like pulled up here, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could choose what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? And like if I don't want to help out that day, I just want to communicate and talk to people, I feel like I should be able to do that. But it was a really stacked like art art club. And so when I left, it didn't matter because there's like 20 other people. Apparently like a lot of other people probably left after that too, because like a lot of people were friends, and once one left, they just all left. So maybe it was a good thing that I left. It probably killed the club out, and I'm actually really happy about that, because the guy crashed out on me because I was like wrong, and I like accidentally mixed two colors or whatever, and yeah, it was just like he was mad about it, and he kicked me out, and I just decided I'm not going back. Anyways, but you know, middle school experience actually got better, and I actually started drawing more. This is when I started doing digital art, actually during COVID more specifically. And I used to draw my little phone. I was an iPhone 8, a red iPhone 8 is what I used to draw on with a little stylus, if not my finger. That was an awful experience, and the best part about it is that when I started, my left hand was still in a cast. So like, if I remember correctly, I would lay down on my side with like the thing, like with the cast there, keeping it stiff. And I'd like probably like bend my hand this way so it like holds that way. It was just like, it was super weird. I don't know how I did it, but I ended up making some of like I don't know how, but it actually a lot of the things turned out really good, and it's really weird. It's really weird how some of those things turned out relatively good compared to the stuff I made after I got out of that cast. But my high school experience for art was actually really good. And I kind of just continued drawing from there. There was a portion where I drew every single day in like 11th grade, and honestly that helped out a lot, and I feel like I should do that again, but like also I don't want to draw every day because it kind of hurts my arms. And yeah, so my art experiences in school probably weren't the greatest, and in college it didn't get any better. You know, I had my graphic design class in the morning. And you see, the problem is I'm a fast worker, and also I do art. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of the people were there because they had to take it for like whatever degree they're going for. They had to take like some sort of like creative class or like an art class. And so a lot of them were like computer science majors, and they just decided to take one graphic design course because they needed it or something, and it was already done on computers. Some of them required it, some of them didn't. But you know, the problem here is that 90% of my class weren't there for actual graphic design, and were there just so they can get their degree. So when it came to me, someone who likes drawing and is actually pretty efficient at it, I would finish my work really early. And I mean really early. There would be times where I'd have 2 hours left until the class is over, and I'd sleep. It gotten so bad that the teacher, or the professor, my fault, would walk up, tap my shoulder, and is like, "Why are you sleeping in class?" And I'm like, "I'm done." And it's like, "No, you're not done. You can find things to add." I'm telling you, I added 1 pixel. And she's like, "Already a massive improvement." A massive improvement? Sometimes I didn't even do anything. And like, the day we'd present it, and it's like, "This is beautiful, beautiful work. I could tell you took all 3 hours." I don't know. I don't even know if that was sarcasm. Matter of fact, I don't even know if that's sarcasm. But yeah, I would finish my stuff really early. People would notice, and I'd kind of just sit there, and I couldn't go on my phone or anything because I was like literally right in front of the teacher. And so I just sit there and, you know, do my sleep method of putting my bangs over my eyes and I'm looking down and sleeping, because then it looked like I was thinking hard or something. But yeah, so my art experience is really just that simple. I kind of just got motivated by my sister, and then got insulted by a random girl in my 6th grade class, and then I just kind of continued. But like, if you want more actual details, yeah, I've had support from all my art teachers the whole time, because I was openly like talking about how much I like art, and I participated in an art club when I was in elementary that also did the same thing as like making posters for the musicals and just stuff like that. So like, it's not like I was never told not to. It was just, you know, a lot of people motivated me on my way, and as I just continued to draw, I got better. And yeah, so that's really it. That's pretty much my art journey, just kind of like simplified. I think another story I could probably think of like really quick off the top of my head, or like something that's related to this, is that like I have this really weird thing when people say, "Oh my goodness, I love your artwork." The way I look at them, like, I just feel like they're so like they're just not genuine. And the thing is, they probably are. They probably are extremely genuine about that. But I don't know, it almost feels mocked because I keep to myself a lot of the time. Or actually, especially in school, I kept to myself a lot. So when people talk to me, it was just kind of like, "Why are you here?" So that's probably why I felt that way. Like, it felt aggressive. It most definitely wasn't, and it was just a me issue. But I just kind of hated getting that compliment. And it's like, "Oh my goodness, your artwork is so beautiful." And it's just like, "Oh, appreciate it," and like kind of move on. And also, I kind of had this problem where I just didn't like showing my artwork to people. I don't really have that problem now. I mean, a little bit. Like, there's still some things I make for myself that I'll just like wouldn't show people because, well, they're made for me. But if I want to, like, if I make something, I'll gladly openly share it to everyone else, and that's what my art Instagram's for. So yeah, if you want to see what my art journey looks like on a broader scale, you can look at my Instagram, and that'll probably be in the description or something in this video if you want to look at it. So yeah, it shows stuff from like 2020 to now. And there's been kind of a big evolution since then. So yeah, that's kind of it. If anyone here from TikTok shows up, just say you're from TikTok, and now you know my art story. And I hope this answers some questions that some people have. I don't really have an interesting story. It's just kind of like normal. Like I just went to school, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this small little yap sesh. I'll have more coordinated ones down the line, but this is just a storytelling one, just off memories and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys want more of this, like, subscribe, share. I don't really care what you do. Just see ya.